Good afternoon, dear parents and students. Welcome to the Junior High School Parents Orientation for the academic year 2025 to 2026.
各位家长、各位同学，大家下午好，欢迎参加2025-2026学年度初中部家长说明会。
Next slide, please. We are pleased to present the updated institutional vision statement, educational organization policy, and institutional mission statement. Kindly refer to the presentation for a comprehensive view.
屏幕上呢，给大家看一下，就是学校的愿景和其他的政策有一些更新，供大家参考。有空的话可以去看一下。
Before we start, may we acknowledge the presence of the following administrators.
首先，欢迎在场出席的学校的领导。
Our president, Dr. Judelio Yap, the
我们的校长叶启明博士，
the Vice President for Manila Campuses, Dr. Roland Chua,
马尼拉校区副校长蔡征勇博士，
Director of the Office for Chinese Academic Instruction, Ms. Marie Lauren Ling,
中文教务朱慧玲总主任，
Director of the Office for English Academic Instruction, Ms. Jennifer Pablo,
英文教务总主任 Miss Jennifer Pablo，
School Registrar, Mr. Ankiet Byron Ko,
注册处徐根吉总主任，
Director of the Office for Student Services and Academic Support, Ms. Wailin Singh,
学生事务与学术支援处胡慧莲总主任。
We are so glad to have you here with us today as we gear up for another exciting and meaningful school year. This morning is all about equipping you with the information you need to support your child's journey in junior high school here at CKS College. To begin, let me walk you through a brief overview of what we will be discussing today.
让我们快速的浏览一下今天会议的议程。
For academic instruction, as we all know, our students are immersed in both English and Chinese instruction.
简介之后的话呢，我们就马上提教务处。教务处的话有分英文部和中文部。
We will also have a registrar talk for
接下
awards
来的话，第三部分的话呢，是由注册处来做介绍。
and student services and academic support for disciplines office and guidance office.
第四部分的话呢，是由学生事务与学术支援处旗下的训导处、医务处、还有辅导、还有咨商处为大家介绍相关重要的信息。
The last part of this orientation will be the question and answer portion.
最后一部分的话呢，是我们的问答环节。
Now let's start with the class schedule.
首先的话呢，我们来看上课时间表的样本。
The Junior High School English Department shall observe the 6-day cycle this incoming academic year. So instead of following a Monday to Friday schedule that resets every week, we use a numbered day system, day 1 to day 6, that allows a more flexible and even distribution of subjects. For example, if day 1 falls on a Monday, day 5 will fall on a Friday. The next week, Monday will be day 6, and the new cycle will start on a Tuesday, day 1. This ensures that no subject is missed repeatedly due to holidays.
初中英文部今年呢将采用6天的学习周期作为课程安排。中文的话呢不需要因为中文的话3个科目的话每天都上，但是英文的话呢它就要采用这个6天学习的周期。那也就是说，我们不说星期一到星期五，我们主要是说第1天、第2天一直到第6天。那比如说第1天是一个星期一，那第5天的话呢就是星期五。到了下一个星期，那就是第6天。所以说，以后如果有什么情况要放假或者是停课，那每个学生都知道，就是说星期一如果停课的话，星期二照样还是第6天要上第6天的课。
Here is a sample of our class schedule for the junior high school English instructions. All English subjects for sections A, B, C, F, and G across all grade levels will be conducted in the morning. Meanwhile, the class schedules for sections D and E differ, as their Chinese subjects are allocated to the first three periods of the morning. You may also refer to the photo provided to better understand the class schedule.
屏幕上大家看到的是一个上课时间表的一个样本。那这是第一种上课的时间表，它呢不包括丁组和物组这两个组别在内。那丁组和物组的上课时间差别在哪儿呢？它就是中文课是安排在早上头3节课。
For P schedules, grades 7 and 8 will have their PE on Tuesdays and Thursdays, while grades 9 and 10 will have theirs on Wednesdays and Fridays.
接下来是体育课上课的日程。那7年级还有8年级，他们是每星期二和星期四。9年级、10年级的话呢，是星期三和星期五。
All students are reminded to wear the prescribed PE uniform on their respective PE days. You can expect that once classes begin, your children will adjust quickly with the guidance of their advisors and subject teachers.
所有的学生的话，务必在需要上体育课的日子呢，要穿上体育制服。
Now let's move on to the junior high school grading system.
接下来的话呢，我们看一下学习评估的方式和进度的监测。
For English instruction, the subjects Filipino, English, Mathematics, Science, and Araling Panlipunan follow the same grading system. The components are divided into three parts. We have written task, which accounts for 40%, performance task for 40%, and lastly, the long test, which makes up the last 20%.
大
For
家在屏幕上看到的这个科目是英语和非语的。它呢书写的话呢是占40%，任务性的话呢是占40%，最后的话阶段考占20%。
For technology and livelihood education, they both follow the same grading system. The components are also divided into three parts. We have written works, 20%, performance tasks, 60%, and long test, 20%.
科
And
技与家政的话，这些呢也是英文的科目他们的打分标准如下。
lastly, we have the values education. The components are divided into three parts. We have written task for 40%, performance task for 40%, and conduct for 20%.
最后的话，英文科目的话呢是品格教育，那它就是按屏幕上的这个标准来打分。接下来的话，我们来看中文的科目。中文的科目的话呢，总共有3个科目。华语和综合的话呢，他们的打分标准一样。第一部分的话是书写部分，它占35%。第二的话呢是课堂的表现，它也是占35%。最后的话呢是阶段考，它占30%。然后呢，中文还有一个数学，数学的话呢，它的打分标准呢是有4部分组成的。第一个的话呢是课堂的练习，占25%，单元考占35%，第三部分的话呢是课堂表现占10%，然后最后是阶段考占30%。
For gentle reminders, food drop-off time will be from 10 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. Kindly place tags including name and section of your child.
接下来的话呢，是给大家一些温馨的提醒。第一个的话呢是送餐的时间，送餐的时间的话呢是10:45到11:15。那要记得在午餐袋上标注学生的姓名和班级。
Gates 1 and 2 shall serve as dismissal gates.
也要记得放学后请使用1号大门和2号大门离校。
So for Google Classroom will still be used, but only as a repository of materials, not for submission or discussion. Teachers will upload class materials like handouts, activity guides, and topic allotment plans, weekly overviews, important announcement, and reminders for easier access. All forms of assessment will not be posted in the Google Classroom.
关于谷歌教室的话呢，它只会使用作存储文件的存储库。那谷歌教室的话呢，将用于发布一些学校的公告、学期范围、学习资料、每周计划和其他重要的事项。
All instructions, discussions, and practical activities will be conducted face to face. Students are encouraged to regularly check the classroom for updates, but are expected to participate actively in physical classes.
今年的话所有的科目的话依然是实体面对面的实行，所以说谷歌课堂的话，教室的话呢，只是有一些公告会放在里边。
For wearing of uniforms, every student is expected to wear the prescribed uniform, as you can see in the presentation. So, top polo with CKSE logo, especially when attending classes. PE uniforms can be worn the entire day only during PE days.
接下来的话呢，也跟大家提醒一下制服的穿着。那学生的话必须穿含有中正学院标志的衬衫上课。
For textbooks, you may avail them at the bookstore. Should you have any concern or inquiry, please feel free to contact us. You may refer to the presentation for the contact details.
如果当天需要上体育课的话呢，学生也可以全天穿着体育课的制服来上学。然后呢，还有购取课本校内的话呢有书店，可以去书店去购买课本。
At this point, please allow me to formally introduce our educators.
接下来的话呢，我们要跟大家介绍一下我们的教务处的一些人员。
Our college president, Dr. Judelio Yap.
我们学校的校长叶启明校长博士。
Our vice president for Manila campuses, Dr. Roland Chua.
我们马尼拉校区的副校长蔡增荣博士。
Our director for English academic instruction, Miss Jennifer Pablo.
英文教务总主任 Miss Jennifer Pablo。
Our junior high school division supervisors, we have Mr. Faisal A. Alonto Jr. and Mr. Fidel Savares.
初中英文部的话，2位主任 Mr. Faisal Alonto、Mr. Fidel Savares。
For our junior high school division Chinese instruction, we have our director, Miss Marie Lauren Ling.
初中部中文教务朱慧玲总主任。
And our supervisors, Miss Cassandra Lim and Mr. Jeffrey Laiva.
中学部的中文部林希昭主任，还有中文部数学课程的主任蔡景选主任。
Should you have questions or sorry.
好，接下来的话呢，给大家介绍一下初中部的一些人员。那8年级还有10年级的数学的组长是李建宇老师，10年级华语和综合的组长是杨秀燕老师，9年级的华语和综合组长是施纳军老师，接下来是9年级的数学组长是曾纯静老师，8年级华语综合的组长是庄东东老师，7年级的华语组长是吴敏慧老师，7年级的综合组长呢是庄雪林老师。
So, should you have questions or require further clarification at any point during the school year, please do not hesitate to reach out to them. They are more than willing to assist you.
所以如果对任何事情有什么问题的话呢，可以找这几位学校的教务员。
At this point, I would like to invite our school registrar for the registrar talk.
接下来的话呢，是由注册部来发言。
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, parents and fellow administrators, teachers. Allow me to remind or introduce some gentle reminders from the office of the registrar. So first and foremost, for enrollment and registration, I assume most of our parents have already paid their tuition fee. So a gentle reminder to please upload your payments in the student portal, the proof of payment in the student portal, so that the name of your child will be included in the class list. So again, after you pay your tuition fee, make sure to upload your proof of payment so that the name of your child will be included in the class list. For those who might have paid their tuition fee directly in the cashier's office, you don't need to upload the receipt because the payment will be reflected real time. Okay. Now let me discuss to you the access for student portal. So our student portal website is my.cksc.edu.ph. my.cksc.edu.ph. The username will be the student number of the child, and then the default password is the birth date of the child, year, month, and date. After you log in successfully, you can change the password. But in case you forgot the password already, you can ask for a reset through our registrar's office. Okay. For the opening of classes for junior high school, it will be on July 14, 2025, Monday, July 14, 2025. As you enter the student portal, you will see different tabs: assessment, classes, grades, books, calendars, and guidelines. Under assessment, you'll be able to see the assessment slip where your tuition fee, other miscellaneous fees, the discounts, and of course your payments will be reflected. As of the moment, the accounting office is doing their part to verify all of your uploaded payments. So please do rest assured that our accounting office is doing their part as well. So maybe for some who might wonder why their payments are still pending. So since there is a chunk of payments that needs to be verified, no? So please do wait patiently. Thank you. Well, for classes, you'll be able to see the class schedules under the classes tab. Once you click on the tab, the student portal will ask you to update your contact details. They'll be sending you a one-time password or OTP as you update your contact details. Okay. And then once you enter class details, you'll be able to download the class schedules both for English and Chinese. A while ago, it was mentioned you can go directly to the bookstore to purchase books, but our student portal also has that facility to purchase books. So under the books tab, kindly click it and then change the school year to our school year 2025-2026, and you'll be able to see there the list of books corresponding to your child. So you can uh, put a check or tick mark as to what books you will purchase and then check out. Upon checkout, kindly follow the procedure for payment. So similar to tuition fees, but of course, what you need to do is to upload the proof of payment under the others. So as the bookstore is waiting for the payment and proof of payment is received, you'll be able to pick up your books, or if in case for delivery, your books will be delivered. Okay. Now, as for our academic calendar, so our academic calendar for grade school and junior high school, we have 3 terms or trimestral, while for kindergarten and senior high school, we have 2 semesters. Okay, so under the student portal, under the calendar tabs, you can also click there and view our school calendar. So here's the summarized calendar for kindergarten to grade 10. So our term 1 would start on July 14 and end on October 8, while term 2 is October 13 to January 28 of next year, while term 3 is January 29, 2026 up until April 29. So again, a reminder, our opening of class for junior high school is July 14. That's Monday. So it's a different grade school has different opening of class. Same is true with senior high school. They have different calendars as well as college. Okay. You can also view our calendar via the school website, cksc.edu.ph, under the About Us tab. So when you visit the website, kindly click About, no, not About CKS, and then you'll be able to click their school calendar for the 2025-2026. You can download the PDF version of our official school calendar. Next, let me reiterate for our periodic examination, since we have 3 terms. So the first week of periodic examination would be on October 2 to 8. For term 2, it will be January 22 to 28 of 2026. And then for term 3, it's April 23 to April 29. So the schedules for the periodic examinations shall be released by the registrar's office at least 1 week before the examination. Okay. Next, in the event that you opt to withdraw your student from the class, so the registrar's office would like to remind to please submit a written withdrawal request and then secure a clearance form. Upon payment of the clearance fee and obtaining of signatures from the authorized departments, then the school will be able to process the withdrawal of the student. And alongside the withdrawal, we also have policies for the refund. So in the event that you would withdraw your student from the class, if it's within first week, our school policy is that the refund would be 90% on your tuition and other fees. So there's a 10% charge. While if the student withdraws on the second week after opening of class, the refund will only be 80%. But if the student withdraws from the class within the third week after opening of class, then there will be no refund. Okay. Next, let's talk about report cards. So the term grades and report cards shall be made available in student portal for viewing for terms 1 and term 2. Okay. So for term 1 and term 2, you can view your grades via student portal. So the school will announce when will it be ready for the parents to view their grades via student portal. But as for term 3, so the last term, physical report cards shall be distributed. So again, only in term 3 shall the physical report card be distributed. So in the grades portal or student portal, you can view there under the grades tab the grade of the student. So here's a sample view of a student. Okay, you can see there the grades for term 1, and then if the term 2 is available, you can view the term 2, and then finally for term 3. There are some instances where report cards or the grades tab could not be accessible for the following reasons. Number one, tuition payments are in arrears. So maybe there are pending tuition payments, okay, or pending balances. So the accounting office would want to ask the parent to, of course, to settle first the balance. Number two, maybe your admission requirements are incomplete. maybe you have pending submission of admission requirements such as birth certificate, iCard, and the likes. And then, of course, if the student has a suspension, okay, or expulsion, so until the penalty is lifted, will the student be able to view their grades via student portal? So again, these are the cases where students could not be able to view their grades in student portal. So again, one, for tuition fee balances. Number two, admission requirements. Or number three, there's a pending suspension that has to be lifted. Now, let's discuss policies and procedures for the following. Number one, special examination. Number two, for promotion and retention. Number three, for awards and recognition. And number four, for those who would need to do some remedial or summer class. So let's talk about special examination. Since the school uh, give second chances to students who might be suffering from illness, or maybe during the periodical examination, there is a required funeral attendance. Maybe their loved one has died, or maybe they represented the school in competitions. So the school provides special examination for these students who might have missed their periodical examinations. For promotion and retention, so there's also a policy set by the school to determine whether these students are able to attain all learning outcomes and requirements. So what are these policies? So for promotions, or in short, for the student to be able to go to the next grade level, the student must attain a final grade of at least 75 in all learning areas. Again, a final grade of at least 75 in all learning areas. So what if we did not meet the 75 final grade? So if you did not meet expectations in at most, take note, at most, 2 learning areas. So in short, if you fail 2 subjects, okay? So what should we do? You must take and pass remedial classes for learning areas with failing marks to be promoted to the next grade level. Otherwise, the learner is retained in the same grade level. So if you're not able to pass the failed subjects, no, you'll be retained in the same grade level. Okay? Now, if you fail or did not meet expectations in 3 or more learning areas. So again, if it's 3 or more learning areas you failed to pass, then automatically you'll be retained in the same grade level. Okay? Now let's discuss awards and recognition. So the school provides learners equal opportunity to excel in all learning areas with respect to the standards set by the curriculum. Awards and recognition shall be granted based on specific guidelines and criteria. Okay, so these guidelines include learners and even transferees who have successfully met the criteria set by the school. These also indicate that there could be 2 or more recipients of any award. So again, students can be recipients of 2 or more of the awards. Okay. And then specify that if there are no qualified learners, the award shall not be given. Okay. So what are these types of awards? So for awards for exemplary performance, we have classroom level award, grade level award, and special recognition. So classroom level award means these are recognition given to learners in each class or each section. A simple recognition may be given per quarter, semester, or at the end of school year. Now, for a grade level award, these are given to qualified learners for every grade level at the end of school year. Again, it is given at the end of school year. Next, for special recognition, this is given by the school to qualified grade 6 and grade 10 learners who have represented the school and or won in competitions at district, division, regional, national, and international levels. Okay. So let me discuss classroom awards. So again, classroom awards are given per section. So these are from grades 1 to 12 who have attained an average of at least 90. So again, the average should be 90 and no grades below 80 in all learning areas. So again, average of 90 and no grade below 80. Not only for the grade, the academic grades, but we also consider the conduct. So learners must have attained a conduct of at least 80. Again, learners must have attained a conduct of at least 80. So what are the rankings for our academic excellence? So for with honors or third, it's 90 to 94. For second or with high honors, it's 95 to 97. While for the highest, it's 98 to 100. Okay? So same rule also applies for grade level. So again, this grade level academic award is given at the end of the school year. So the same rule applies. Average of at least 90 and no grade below 80. And then the conduct should be at least 80%. And then the ranking is also the same. 90 to 94 would be third, 95 to 97 would be second, and then the highest would be 98 to 100. Okay. Now, aside from the academic excellence, there will also be an award for outstanding performance in specific disciplines. So these awards are given to qualified learners in grade 6, 10, and even senior high school grade 12 who have attained a final grade of at least 95 in any of the following learning areas: English, Science, Mathematics, Filipino, Araling Panlipunan or Social Studies, Technology, Zhongwen, Zhonghe, and Shushe. So aside from academic awards, we also give special recognition. So learners must have consistently represented and won in academics, athletics, arts, and other competitions in district, division, regional, national, and international levels. So these are the special recognition that we give. Number one is Leadership Award. So the Leadership Award is given to learners in grade 6 and grade 10 who have demonstrated exemplary skills in motivating others and organizing projects that have significantly contributed to the betterment of the school and of the community. This award is given during the completion or graduation ceremony. Now, if the learner is represented the school in mathematics and has won competitions, they'll be receiving Young Mathematician Award. Okay. Now, if the learner represents the school and has won competitions in arts and design, they'll be given Young Artist Award. If the learner consistently represented the school and won awards in the field of science, they'll be given a Young Scientist Award. And last but not the least, if the learner represented the school and has won in sports competitions, they'll be receiving a Young Athlete Award. Okay. And then let me reiterate, the school also offers summer classes or remedial classes for those who failed or did not meet expectations in uh, at most 2 learning areas. So they should take and pass the remedial classes. Otherwise, the learner is retained in the same grade level. So I think I have mentioned already this one briefly a while ago. So for more information or you want to communicate with the registrar's office, our line is 777-2572 and kindly just connect to the local number of the registrar's office, or you may email us at registrar@cksc.edu.ph. Also, we invite the parents and even the students to follow the Facebook page of Chiang Kai-shek College, as well as Instagram, and of course, YouTube. Our YouTube name is official CKSC. So this parent orientation will also be uploaded in our website, in our YouTube site. Okay. So in CKS College, we will bridge your child to a higher, brighter, and stronger tomorrow. So thank you for listening for the Registrar's Office.
Thank you for that comprehensive information, Mr. Ko. Now let's move on to the student services and academic support. We would like to invite Miss Hilda Supelana for the disciplines office talk.
接下来的话呢，是由学生事务与学术资源处来发言。
Good afternoon, parents and guardians. We at the Chiang College Junior High School Discipline Office, we have prepared a brief orientation about general guidelines for this school year 2025 to 2026. Okay, regarding the leave of absence form, for students who cannot attend classes, they should secure a leave of absence form. The following are ways to secure an excuse leave. First, you can go to via email us at discipline.jhs@cksc.edu.ph. Okay, and another way is you can download it through the CKSC website, cksc.edu.ph. Or you can go directly to our office, the discipline office, to secure your leave of absence form. Here's an example of the absence form. Okay, after filling out the absence form, the next is the discipline office will issue an excuse slip or an exemption slip to the student. And then the excuse slip or exemption slip will be given to the teachers so that they can schedule their makeup test, Miss Sitworks. Okay, so it is advised that students secure the exemption slip or the excuse slip immediately once they were able to return to school. Okay, these are the examples of the excuse slip and exemption slips. Okay, these are examples when a student is sick for less than a week, they can avail or secure the excuse slip. Others, during family gathering, if you have important matters, or you want to renew your passport. About exemption slips, we have two kinds. One is when you are sick with communicable diseases, just like examples, dengue, chickenpox, measles, HFM, or hand, foot, and mouth disease. Okay. So if you went on operation for a long period of time. Another is when a student participated in extracurricular activities, which is approved by the school. So if you're absent due to illness, it is highly encouraged that you present a medical certificate and first report to the school clinic before going back to class for clearance purposes. Okay, this is the prescribed school uniform for grade 7 and 10. Girls, plain white undershirt, white polo straight cut with the CKSC logo, pleated navy blue skirt, white socks, plain white socks, and black leather closed-toe shoes. While for boys or male students, we have plain white uniform, undershirt rather, white polo jacket, khaki slacks, plain white socks, black leather shoes. Now, it is encouraged. School ID should be worn at all times inside the school grounds. Okay, the prescribed haircut. For male students, it's clean barber's cut. And for female, short to shoulder length hair. But if you have long hair, hair should be tied and pinned with clips and hairband. Okay, important reminders. These are not allowed for female students. Wearing of makeup is not allowed. Putting on nail polish, fake nails, and other types of nail decorations is not allowed. Wearing multiple studs or earrings on each ear and colored hair. For male, colored hair as well, sporting unconventional hairstyles, coloring, and fancy hairstyles, long hair, and wearing ear studs as well for male, not allowed. Okay, these are examples. Okay, these are not allowed. Colored hair, nail polish, and some students go to school wearing Crocs and it is not allowed. All of these are not allowed. Okay, now we go to other concerns. Flag ceremony. For grade 7 and 10, we will announce the day when will be the flag ceremony. For last school year, our flag ceremony was held during Mondays and Wednesdays, and we will just announce if it is still the same. And it is advised that students exercise punctuality, attend flag ceremony, flag raising ceremonies, and hopefully tardiness has a deduction in conduct grade as well. So please, if we have flag ceremony, please let your child always attend. Cell phone. Okay, please we always remind about this. Students should not use their cell phones or other devices during class hours, recess, lunchtime. Okay, if the teacher allows them to use, then to research, I think that is okay. But if there is an emergency, they can also use it, just inform, okay, or ask permission. There are always discipline office or teachers around the premises. There. So that is the time they are not, and also during PE time or MAPE time, they are not allowed to use the cell phone unless it is an emergency. I want to talk about the lost and found out items, because in our discipline office, there are a lot of water jugs, okay, who are left. I request parents to please put a name or name tag on their water jug so that if they lost it, we will be able to return it at once. Okay, because there are a lot of water jugs in our office. And since we are already in junior high school, some students rather, they left their personal belongings like uniforms, used towels, sometimes socks, badminton rackets, please be responsible and always take care of your own things and belongings. Tapping of ID. Okay. Now, to ensure the safety and security of all students, we are reminding every student to tap their ID when entering and exiting the school premises. This helps us monitor their attendance and send real-time notifications to parents and guardians regarding their arrival and departure from school. So, in order to update your records, please go to the student portal. Our school registrar have already mentioned a while ago, Sir Ankyat Byron Ko already mentioned about this. So you can go to the student portal at my.cksc.edu.ph. There. And then click classes. Okay, an OTP will be sent via email and enter the OTP. Okay, we request parents to please update your contact details, okay, for the purpose of communication, proper communication. Okay. We also request the parents to for your cooperation, please, to ensure that all information that you put there is up to date, so that we can effectively communicate and so that we can have a secure school environment. Tutorial services. All mentoring programs will be conducted inside the school campus. Okay, so the registration of in-house mentoring will begin on July 14, which is the opening of classes. For tutorial services, it will start at 15 minutes after the school ends. Okay, so it's 3:45 to 6:30 p.m. So please, I would like to request parents to please fetch your children on time after their tutorial service, and please do not allow them to loiter inside the school premises. So what hui sini pai thok din ka tiong hui sini tokho diao ko din walang kwakin ki kap din kanala para inbue tiam atang ka tiam ya wa gun tia hun yok chu gun lai bi utige tiền we thang walang kha ang cellphone landline so din uhat din kana na bo tua chu ki si sami in choi yang gun ten we para din uhat lang kap in ho to siya. Okay, now I'm going to introduce the Student Services and Academic Support Office, which is headed by our director, Ms. Wailin Singh. And under the Student Services, we have 6 departments or offices, namely the Guidance and Counseling Office, Library Services, Health Services Office, Institutional Scouting or Scout Center, Community and Extension Office, and Discipline Office. Okay, heading the scouting, institutional scouting is Miss Nati Sia. This is the library head, Miss Corson Denoli. Ma'am Doma or Miss Sharon Doma for Community and Extension Office. This is for Basic Ed, Senior High and College Discipline Office, Miss Charisse Clares at the NAR campus. Dr. Dewitt Lim, our school doctor. And we all know Ma'am Maria Cynthia Isidro, our guidance head. Miss Jacqueline Villamora, Grade School Discipline Office Head, and yours truly, Miss Hilda Supalana. Please let me introduce the discipline officers of the junior high school. Okay, we have Miss Abigail Ong, our discipline staff, Sir Mark Jefferson Ampania, our discipline officer, Miss Pauline Joy Miranda, our discipline officer as well, and Mr. Jonard Chua, our discipline officer. Thank you. So if you need to reach out to the discipline office, you can just email at discipline.jhs@cksc.edu.ph with phone number indicated, and also the cell phone number of the discipline office, shared cell phone of the grade school and discipline office. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that comprehensive talk, Miss Hilda.
谢谢我们的学生事务与学术资源处的发言。
At this point, we'd like to open the floor for questions.
现在已经来到了问答的时间问答的环节。
So this is your chance to ask about schedules, grading, books, Google Classroom, or anything else you'd like to clarify. We have our administrators and educators on standby to assist you with your questions. For questions about the locker, please wait for further announcements. We have a question from Christine Lu. Do students need to eat at school at noon? Lunch will be at school. From Junalyn, may we know when will the class schedule be shown in the student portal? Um, Junalyn has a question. May we know when will the class schedule be shown on the student portal? I think our registrar may answer this question.
Hello, for section assignments, so we target 2 to 3 days before the opening of class. So the section will be released 2 to 3 days before the opening of class. You'll be able to see it in your portal. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have another question from Kristen Lu. You can take your mobile phone to school, but you can play it in class, right? I think our DO can answer this.
Regarding the cell phone, you can bring your cell phone, but you should mute the cell phone and cannot play during class hour or recess time. Within the school premises, you should keep it in your pocket.
Thank you. We have the same question from parents and Kendra. What do the students need to bring to school for the first week of classes? And when do they need to bring their books? For that question, I think for the first week of classes, the students may only bring their notebooks to take notes. But for the books, they may bring it maybe third week of classes. Do you accept grade 7 for Taekwondo varsity? From Journey Maranan.
Sorry, sorry po, you cannot bring out the cell phone during lunchtime or recess time.
Again, for the lockers, let's wait for further announcements. We have a question from Kristen Lu. How can I ask for leave if I am sick? And from Junalyn, regarding the leave of absence form, is there any deadline of returning the slip to the teacher? The presentation indicates that the slip should immediately be given to the teacher. What if the student forgot or was busy due to academic or extracurricular?
Hello. Yes, let me answer that. The leave of absence form, as soon as you're fit to go to school already, then you can apply for it. It's not really like, but as soon as you return back to school, you should immediately secure the leave of absence form. And then it is only for a week that you should be able to return the leave of absence form, the big one, and we will give you the small one, the excuse slip or the exemption slip. I hope that answers your question.
We have a question from Chase Dante. Will the final grades for the previous school year be uploaded in the student portal?
Hello, for the grades in the student portal, uh, since the term 3, the report cards are to be released physically. So we're waiting for the parents. So of course, get their report cards already, and then come um, opening of classes, maybe a week or two, then we can release the grades in the student portal for the term 3. So as of now, you can get your grades, of course, through physical copy. So I hope everyone has already secured it. Or if not, kindly visit our registrar's office and get your report cards.
Going back to Journey Maranan's question, do you accept grade 7 for Taekwondo varsity? The reply of Miss Wailin Singh is not about the Taekwondo varsity, it's about the usage of cell phone. But to answer the question, Mr. Journey Maranan, you will have to inquire about it in school. Will there be online class when there is no class po? From Micaela Isabel. So when classes are suspended, to answer Michaela Isabel's question, when classes are suspended or when there are no classes, we will have our asynchronous class. There will be tasks uploaded in our Google Classroom for that. From Kendra, when will the MAPE classes start? And what if the student is exempted from MAPE? Should the student attend the first day of MAPE to tell the teacher that he or she is exempted first? The schedule for MAPE classes is to be announced, so stay tuned for more information. Do I need to wear a uniform to go to school on July 14th? Yes.
For a question about the gate closes at exactly 7:30 a.m. for the flag ceremony.
Okay, I think all the questions have been answered already. So that wraps up our question and answer. I hope we were able to address all of your questions and concerns.
好的，现在的问答环节已经结束了。
Before we end, I want to leave you with this simple but powerful reminder. Together, school and home, may we give our children roots to grow and wings to fly. Thank you for your time and proactive involvement. Have a great day ahead.
感谢大家播出的宝贵时间，积极参与今天的说明会。